Hello. So, good morning, friends. Good morning, all of you, in our online lecture series. So, in our previous lecture, we have completed the effects, okay? Steric effect, field effect, inductive effect, and there is another one effect, that is resonance. It is also known as mesomeric effect. So, that effect we have covered in our previous topic. Okay, so here next point is what? Isotopic labeling. Okay, isotopic labeling. So what is this method, isotopic labeling, and why this method is used? So for determining the reaction mechanism, number of methods are used, like for example, identification of product, which product is formed, then determination of or identification of the intermediate, which reaction intermediate is formed in the reaction. It is at the carbocation, carbanion, radical, nitrene, carbene. Okay, and third method is the isotopic labeling. Okay, so we have to see this method. Now see here, it is much useful information has been obtained by using the molecules that have been isotopically labeled and tracing the path of a reaction. For that, stable isotopes are used. For tracing the path of reaction is going through which path, stable isotopes are used. So here we have to see one example. एक एक्झाम्पल आपण इथे बघणार आहोत, तुम्ही लक्षात घ्यायचं आहे. ईस्टर आहे, ठीक आहे, RCOOR this is ester. Now ester on hydrolysis, okay, acidic hydrolysis or alkaline hydrolysis. So for that we have to use here water, H2. But what we have done here, you know, there are two isotopes of oxygen. You know very well, two isotopes of oxygen. What are these isotopes? O, okay, O816. You know this isotope, and second one O818. Okay, so this is the heavier isotope of oxygen. So for that reason, what we have done here, काय केलं आपण वॉटर इथे घेतला, पण वॉटर मधला जो ऑक्सिजन आहे तो कसा आहे, तो आयसोटोपिकली लेबल्ड आहे. म्हणजे याचं जे ॲटॉमिक वेट आहे ते किती असेल? इट इज नॉट 16, इट इज 18. तर असं का करतोय आपण? तर आपल्या हे लक्षात यावं की ईस्टरचं जेव्हा हायड्रोलिसिस होत आहे, when hydrolysis of ester takes place, then either this COO bond is broken, whether this bond is broken, or OR, this alkyl bond is broken, or this acyl bond is broken. For the identification of that reaction, which bond is broken, nothing but the mechanism path, we have to use here isotopically labeled O18 isotope of oxygen. So see here, what will happen? Now this OH minus it will attack here, and here breaking of COO bond, acyl bond, it will break, and you see here RCOOH plus R-OH, you will get this carboxylic acid and alcohol. So ester on hydrolysis, you will get acid and alcohol. So you can see here this isotopically labeled oxygen, it comes in acid and not in alcohol. So it proves, हे काय आहे, याचं प्रूफ आहे की कोणता बॉन्ड ब्रेक झालेला आहे, द असाइल बॉन्ड बिटवीन CO and O is broken. ठीक है. सेकंड सेम रिएक्शन, if this bond is broken, जर हा बॉन्ड ब्रेक झाला तर मग काय होईल ते बघा, H इकडे येईल म्हणजे हा ऍसिड आहे, and this isotopically labeled oxygen is in the alcohol, means R-OH, here O18. Okay, so you can see here which bond of ester is broken. The acyl O, means this COO, or alkyl O bond, क्वेश्चन मार्क, कोणता बॉन्ड ब्रेक झालेला, हा ब्रेक झालाय की हा ब्रेक झालाय. Answer is found by use of H2O 18. So oxygen's another isotope O18 stable isotope is used here, and if you find that the bond between CO and O is broken, and therefore this isotopically labeled oxygen is present with the acid and not with the alcohol. So it is clear from this mechanism, and this process is known as isotopic labeling. This process is known as what? Isotopic labeling. You know, same way we do the reactions with the hydrogens also, because there are 3 isotopes of hydrogen: protium, deuterium and tritium. You know the 3 isotopes. Protium is H, deuterium H11, 12, and tritium 13. So isotopes means what? You know the meaning of isotopes also. Atoms of the same elements having same atomic number but different mass number or different atomic mass. Okay. So instead of hydrogen, in some reactions we are using deuterium also. Okay, in water we can take here D also, DOD. So that is deuterated water, heavy water, for the identification of the reaction path or mechanism of the reaction. Okay, so these are the isotopes of hydrogen: protium, deuterium and tritium. Okay, so this is one point, isotopic labeling. Okay. So here friends, next point is what is the kinetic and thermodynamic requirement of a reaction. Okay, so here we will move towards different point, that is kinetic and thermodynamic requirement of a reaction, kinetic and thermodynamic control of a reaction. So we will see one by one. So in that first point, what is the thermodynamic requirement of a reaction? Okay, thermodynamic requirement and kinetic requirement of a reaction. So this is in general graph. You know, this is the energy on y-axis, reaction coordinate on the x-axis. Such type of graph we have seen in our SN1 and SN2 reactions. So see here, in order for a reaction, it is occurring with the negative delta G free energy. In thermodynamic reaction conditions, delta G is what? Negative. Delta G means nothing but the Gibbs free energy. You know, and its equation, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S when substrate is converted into the product. So what is meant by delta G? Delta G means Gibbs free energy. Well, in general, free energy is nothing but the total delta H means enthalpy change, energy change, minus T into delta S means total entropy change. Entropy means what? Randomness of a reaction. Okay. So in order for a reaction to takes place spontaneously, the free energy of product must be lower than the free energy of reactant. You can see here, if A, this is the reactant, reaction starts, and if it is converted into P, so this is the reactant, this is the product, so the energy of product is lower than the energy of the reactant. Okay, must be lower than the energy of the reactant, that is delta G must be negative. डेल्टा जी तेव्हा काय असतो, निगेटिव्ह असतो, म्हणजे फ्री एनर्जी कशी असते तुमची, ती निगेटिव्ह असते. सो मग फ्री एनर्जी ही कशाने तयार होते. सो फ्री एनर्जी इज मेड अप ऑफ टू कंपोनेंट्स. ओके, that is enthalpy H and entropy S. We can say here enthalpy change and entropy change. Enthalpy means it is the sum of the energies, okay, energy changes, and entropy means the randomness of the reaction. So substrate is converted into product, so you have to remember this equation. This is a thermodynamic equation of the reaction, delta G. Okay, so in thermodynamic requirement of a reaction, delta G is negative. So Gb means the energy of product minus the energy of reactant. It should be what? That is negative delta G. So this is the thermodynamic requirement of a reaction. Okay, now we will see the kinetic. What is kinetic requirement of a reaction? Okay, so next point is the what is kinetic requirement of a reaction. See, there are two paths. Okay, when we start a reaction, then it will follow either thermodynamic path or kinetic path of a reaction. So what are the requirement? So we have seen the requirement for the thermodynamic path. Then what is the requirement for kinetic path of a reaction? For kinetic requirement, now see here kinetic requirements of a reaction. So what will happen in the kinetic? This is energy, again reaction coordinate, starting material A. If you start the reaction, that will convert it into A double trigger. Okay, this sign is what? A double dagger, and this is what? Nothing but the TS, transition state, and then or activated complex, and it is converted into the product. So if we see in the kinetic requirement of the reaction, then the product is less stable than the reactant. Okay, reactant is more stable than the product. Okay, and what is the energy change between the reactant and this activated complex is known as EA. We can say energy of activation, or it is also indicated by delta GA double dagger. Okay, so this is EA or delta GA double dagger. So delta G double dagger, that means the free energy of a reactant to get on transition state or activated complex. See here, delta G is a necessary, negative delta G is a necessary but not a sufficient condition for a reaction to occur spontaneously. Okay, now you know the generally reactions take place by two ways, spontaneous and non-spontaneous. If the reaction takes place spontaneously, so generally all the naturally occurring reactions are spontaneous, and in that reaction delta G is also negative, delta H means enthalpy change is also negative, and delta S entropy change is also negative. Okay, but this is not a sufficient condition. Now second point, in order for a reaction to take place, which way? By kinetic way. Now free energy of activation, okay, energy of activation, that is delta G double dagger, must be added. So that means in the kinetic requirement of a reaction, you have to add what energy of activation for a reaction. So that energy is not required for the thermodynamic requirement of a reaction. And you know what is meant by delta G? That is the energy of activation, that is the energy difference. Okay, that is the energy difference between the energy of reactant A and a dragger. Okay, a dragger. So that energy difference we have to add it in the reaction for the kinetic way, or we can say this is the kinetic requirement of a reaction. Okay, so both the paths are different. We have to see again one by one. Okay. Okay. So friends, now we have to move towards the important point, that is kinetic and thermodynamic control of a reaction. Okay. So when we start a reaction, then it may go from thermodynamic path also, or it may go from kinetic pathway also. Now we have to understand these two different paths of reaction. Now for that, understand this one example. हे व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. Now this is one example, CH3CO, CH, CH3, CH3. This is our starting material, reactant A, 3-methyl-2-butanone. Okay. Now see here, this is alpha carbon, this is also alpha carbon. So alpha hydrogens are there. Here one alpha hydrogen, here 3 alpha hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now, so you know both this 3 and this 1. Actually total 4 alpha hydrogen atoms. All the alpha hydrogen atoms are acidic. Okay. So reaction will follow a irreversible way. This is a irreversible way. It is not a reversible. So this is the kinetic path of a reaction. Okay. हे व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. कायनेटिक केव्हा असते आणि थर्मोडायनॅमिक पाथ ती केव्हा फॉलो करते. आता याच्यामध्ये जर आपण बेस कसा यूज केला, स्ट्रॉंग. ओके, इफ यू यूज अ स्ट्रॉंग बेस, बल्की बेस, your reaction medium is aprotic. Aprotic solvent means non-polar solvent. If you use, then reaction will follow the kinetic path. बेस कसा आहे, बल्की. बेस इथला प्रोटॉन घेऊ शकतो का, नाही. तो काय करेल, लेस हिंडर्ड जो आहे इथला जो प्रोटॉन तो अब्स्ट्रॅक्ट आहे. कोण, बेस. मग बेसने अब्स्ट्रॅक्ट केल्यावर हा बॉन्ड इकडे शिफ्ट होईल आणि हा पाय बॉन्ड इकडे शिफ्ट होतो. करेक्ट. देन यू विल गेट a CH2 double bond CO minus CH CH3 CH3. This is what formation of enolate ion means. From it you will get B product, and this is basically the unstable. हा कसा असेल, अनस्टेबल असेल. लक्षात घ्या, हा पाथ कोणता आहे, कायनेटिक वे. जर आपण स्ट्रॉंग बल्की बेस आणि नॉन पोलर सॉल्व्हेंट यूज केला तर. ओके, इट विल फॉलो द कायनेटिक पाथ. बट see the second part from A. Now this is the reversible path, reversible way of reaction. If we use a base weak and small, weak base if we use and a smaller, okay, then medium if we use protic solvent, then reaction will follow thermodynamic path of a reaction. See here, this is reversible. So base is what, weak and small. So due to small base, now it will abstract this proton, and in this way, now this is CH3. Okay, as it is, this alpha hydrogen atoms. So this bond shift here and pi bond shift here. So this is also what, enolate ion is formed, but this is stable. This enolate ion is stable and this is product C. That means from reactant A you will get B also and you will get C also. So it depends on what reaction conditions. Okay, which reaction conditions you are using. You are using a weaker base, smaller base. You are using bulky and stronger base, medium, protic, non-coating. So on these factors, that reaction decides the path of the reaction, whether it will go from a kinetic way or from thermodynamic way. Okay. So I hope you will understand this reaction very well. मग त्याच्यामध्ये कसं आहे लक्षात घ्या, रिएक्टंट आपला काय आहे, ए आहे. मग ए वरनं बी पण फॉर्म होऊ शकतो आणि ए वरनं सी पण फॉर्म होऊ शकतो, तसं तुम्हाला मी सांगितलं. ठीक आहे. सो आवर रिएक्टंट, if we use mild conditions, mild, then reaction will follow the kinetic path of a reaction, and whatever product we will get, that is the kinetic product. We say what? It is kinetic product, and that means it is nothing but the irreversible thing. म्हणजे यामध्ये रिएक्शन्स आहे, रिव्हर्सिबल आहे का? नाही. सो irreversible. But if same reaction we have done in the vigorous conditions, then which product is formed? Thermodynamic product is formed, and that is nothing but what? Reversible. So this product, it may again converted into the reactant, but here such thing is not happen. This product does not converted into the reactant in the kinetic path of a reaction. ओके. म्हणजे आपल्याला दोन रस्ते आहेत, कोणत्या रस्त्याने जायचं आहे हे आपल्याला ठरवायचं आहे, कायनेटिक किंवा थर्मोडायनामिक. ठीक आहे. सो वी विल सी अगेन इन डिटेल बाय इट्स एनर्जी प्रोफाइल डायग्राम. ठीक आहे. आपण डायग्राम सुद्धा बघणार. ओके. सो फ्रेंड्स, हियर we have to see the graph. Okay, how reaction it goes from kinetic way and thermodynamic way also. Now see here the graph, that is the kinetic and the thermodynamic control of a reaction. Now this is the graph. So what we observe from this graph, that is, this is starting material A. Okay, now from A, B is also formed with this activated complex or transition state, B double dragger, or from A, C is also formed. We have seen one example also. Okay, now we have to see one by one. Now A is what? Our starting matter. Okay, so what if we use the mild conditions? Okay, mild reaction conditions. From A, it will converted into the transition state, C double dragger, and it will converted into the product C. So this is what? This is the kinetically controlled path of a reaction, and this is irreversible reaction. We have seen. So C product is faster, is formed from A in mild reaction conditions. So here, what is my delta G C double dragger? That means this is the energy of activation energy. Okay, that means the difference in energy between the reactant and this TS. Okay, if your C is formed. But what is another possibility? B is also formed. Now from A, see here, B is also formed, B double dragger, that means the transition state, and from this TS it will convert it into the product B. So this is the energy difference. Okay, so this is what? This is thermodynamically controlled path of a reaction, and this is the reversible way of a reaction. Okay, and here what is my delta GB double dragger? This is the activational energy of activation. That is what? The difference in energy between the A and B double dragger. Okay. This is what? This is the GB, means gives free energy of B, and this is GC, means gives free energy of C product. This is the kinetically controlled product and thermodynamically controlled product. This form more faster and this form little more slower, and it is reversible also. So this is how we can say kinetic and thermodynamic control of a reaction. Now see here, we know the Gibbs free energy equation, that is delta G double dagger is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Enthalpy change minus T into entropy change. So what is my delta G double dagger? What is my energy change? Gibbs free energy of Ts minus free energy of reactant. Means free energy of Ts and free energy of reactant. Free energy of Ts, free energy of reactant. Now what is my delta H? Enthalpy change. Enthalpy of Ts minus enthalpy of reactant. Enthalpy of Ts minus enthalpy of reactant. Enthalpy of Ts minus enthalpy of reactant. And what is my delta S? Delta is the S means entropy. Entropy means randomness of the reaction. That means A, when it's converted into C, then A, its randomness is decreases and C is formed. When A is converted into B, so its randomness decreases and your product B is formed. So entropy change is what? Entropy of Ts. Now how it is calculated? Entropy of Ts minus entropy of reactant. Means entropy of Ts minus reactant, entropy of this Ts minus reactant. So this is the way, or we can say this is the graph by which we can conclude the by which way reaction can proceed more way, and this is overall about the kinetic and thermodynamic कंट्रोल ऑफ अ रिॲक्शन. हे दोन रस्ते आहेत, कोणत्याही वेळेला रिॲक्शन ही काय होऊ शकते, जाऊ शकते.